Mr. Statis, thank you for welcoming us to Vila Miločer today and for joining us for this interview. Sveti Stefan, Miločer, the Dormitor Hotel and your other plans in Montenegro have attracted strong public interest for many years. However, some of these projects may not always have been clearly presented or fully understood. So I hope that today you will openly share your views on the issues that matter to the Montenegrin public. And let us begin with the most current topic. Sveti Stefan reopened on July 1st and the first reports show strong interest from guests. The brand has clearly survived. After a break of 5 seasons, did you expect such a positive response?
First of all, thank you for giving this opportunity to communicate with people here in Montenegro. Of course I was expecting. I know the value of this location, the project that I fell in love the first minute that I stepped my foot inside the island. Actually, it was the last year under the operation of Advanska Riviera. And even if it was in a very bad shape, I fell in love and I was amazed from this location. To be honest, back then I didn't expect that I will be part of this investment in the future. But always there is the unexpected, and this is what happened. I found myself to be in the beginning as a passive investor, then by the years to have the full responsibility of this project. And yes, I was expecting immediately the first minute that we'll re-announce the reopening that the interest will be so high, and I'm happy because the magic is still here.
The tourism potential of Sveti Stefan has never been in question. However, reaching an agreement between the two sides has been more difficult. You have agreed with the government that the state will receive 10% of the annual profit. Do you believe this model of cooperation can succeed?
First of all, I don't think that the thing that makes a difference was this 10% or something. I think here was a common sense that there was an international investor with one of the top brands, if not the top brand in the world, that they were working here for many years. We invested a lot of money, and we found ourselves in the middle of a dispute, more politics I can be than economic or commercial. Yes, we're in the middle, especially myself and Adriatic Properties, our company. It was the only company that really hurt out of this dispute. We still have the best operator, that very clear. He was saying that they cannot operate if the contract obligations as it was signed long time back were not fulfilled. We had a government that they were saying that, this contract, it was not correct when it was signed and all these kind of things. And at the end of the day, we found ourselves in a dispute and we went to arbitration, paying crazy money for legal fees, which was, again, what we needed, what did happen at the end, a common sense to sit down together, we see what both parties were losing, and to bring back this amazing really property to the world market. This is not only for Adriatic, this is not only for Petros, it's not only for local people, this is for all people in Montenegro and for all the world. This is a unique location. I love it, still love it, and I hope that we'll continue having this success forever.
Sveti Stefan is a symbol of luxury, but it is also a place to which many citizens feel deeply connected. How can you protect the privacy of the hotel guests while also respecting the public rights to access and enjoy the coastline?
Yeah, from the first minute we tried to have a good communication with the local community. Actually, we gave access to the churches, we gave access on the beach, we did everything possible to make them feel that we are not the cold investor without a face, that we are coming here to say this is ours and you don't have any rights. Actually, we more and more supported this relationship by hiring the priority to have the local community as a first hiring. then by giving access and abolish rights that it was according to the current contract, which is very important to say. It wasn't me that signed this contract. It wasn't my investment. We found the contract ready. Just we tried to fulfill the obligation of this contract from our side. We had the challenges. You know the stories with the Block 25, with the church and the remains. We did everything possible to respect. Actually, myself, I invested in order to rebuild this church back to the original form. And I'm always trying to have this communication with the locals and to explain to them that I'm renting this place. It doesn't belong to me. This place belongs to the people of Montenegro. We are renting, we are making investment in order to bring it back to the glory that they used to have before. I think we managed. The first years of operation, you know how many articles in the worldwide magazines, promotions, celebrities, people in terms of business community in the high level. I can mention one of the guys that I met here, Mr. Bill Gates. They visit this place, they congratulate us for what we are doing, and of course they praise the country for having this kind of choice to bring the best brand in the best location. I think there is a big misunderstanding here. I can say about the Queen's Beach, I mean, it was forever private. It wasn't like happened the last 10 years under our operation. But it was a surprise for me because, again, we tried to give a strong message that we are, first of all, preserving. We made the Queen's Beach area, we had any right to build a new hotel there. We didn't, just a beautiful spa, which doesn't bring a lot of income to our investment, just to preserve. You can see the island, its details with the monument. We had to take out stones and putting numbers to put them back in the same place. And this is the value that we kept and the value that preserve. And we're expecting, because of all this, that will be appreciated and at least, let's say, supported from the local community.
When you speak with international investors, how do you present Sveti Stefan today? As a problem that has been resolved or as a proof that Montenegro is becoming a safer and more reliable place to invest?
I can say that Montenegro is making big steps towards the European Union. You can see already, I mean, recently all the European leaders, among them our Greek Prime Minister was here, and the big support that they have. I think they have full trust. That's why you can see that there is an advanced level. And yes, I'm giving the same message. I never changed my attitude towards Montenegro. It's a beautiful country. Balkan, I'm Balkan, as you know, and which is, we have the ups and downs as the characters. I really feel that I'm very optimist, to be honest. Again, because this is something positive here, something it's good for everyone. And we invested our money. Of course, we had as a plan to take them back, but they were not the ones that we did something just to say we did it. We really love this place, and we gave a lot of love to have this result here.
The government has said there will be no new constructions in Miločer Park beyond the existing permits. Could the greatest value of this area be to preserve what is already there and manage it better?
I mean, of course, the main part of this beautiful park is the landscape. And you can see, even after 5 years that there was no operation, everything is as it was before. Actually, we kept maintaining the place in the best possible way. So what we signed, what we agreed, what was agreed between the parties will respect it fully. We agreed also to give more access to the local community and to people to have accessibility here. So I believe that this is a good recipe. We found a good recipe now. Of course, I'm a bit scared, a bit insecure that we'll have some surprises, but I really hope and I really wish that the common sense, nothing more. I don't want something, I don't want a favor. I just want people to understand what's happening here.
Looking 5 years ahead, what would you consider the greatest success? That Sveti Stefan becomes the most expensive hotel on the Adriatic, the most desirable destination in the Mediterranean, or prove that Montenegro can manage major investments without conflicts?
First of all, as you know, I'm also investor in other Amman hotels and also unique locations like the one in Venice, which is the best for performance. Amman, as an operator, has this privilege to be chosen for the best location. You know stories, the Amman in Beijing, in the Summer Palace, which is the Chinese government, gave it only to Amman to operate. These beautiful locations around the world, even now in Bangkok, the new Amman is in the protected area, things like that. Everything has to start with the respect that Amman has. And going back to this specific location, we are attracting these people that they know that we can make the difference. And look, you can see behind me, all these areas here makes a big difference. The location is amazing, country is amazing. The wild beauty of Montenegro, it's an amazing storytelling. And people, more and more, when they're coming, they can feel, they can experience, and the world of mouth talking is the power of the world of mouth. It's the biggest of all. Because people are now going back to their countries, going back to their places, and they're saying about the uniqueness of this place. And we have more and more people interested to come here.
The dormitory hotel project is once again receiving public attention. There has been talk of restarting the work, cooperation with Amman and Novak Djokovic's involvement. Can you tell us clearly, are the funding, deadlines and management plan now in place? Or does the project still depend on unresolved issues around Sveti Stefan?
No, again, for us, this is a new start. It's not even 2 months that in reality, and we had this basic agreement, and dormitory is part of it because we are speaking for the same operator. Janu by Amman will be the operator up there. It's true that Novak Djokovic, a legend, a guy that he loves Montenegro, he loves this place, as you know, he got married here. And he loves, I can tell you, maybe more dormitory. He loves the nature there, he feels that it's giving him good energy. And I'm happy when we had this discussion and he expressed his interest to be partners up there. So it's a matter of time to make all this announcement. We are checking now each and everything in terms of development, cost, timelines and all these kind of things. Very soon we'll have a big announcement for this. And yourself and the public of Montenegro will be happy, trust me, about our plans.
At this year's Reds conference, we heard that Montenegro could become one of the best countries in the world for both living and investing. What role could Sveti Stefan, Miločer and Dormitor Hotel in Žabljak play in making this vision a reality?
I have to say, trust me, I don't want to sound egoistic, but one of the success for all these people to come here and to invest in Montenegro is the opening of Amman Sveti Stefan. I can tell you that the family of Azerbaijan was here. They met the Porto Novi. They loved the place. They were the first, actually, they expressed their interest to be partners here. And because we said there is no space for partnership, they made a Porto Novi, an amazing location. Most of the guys of Porto Montenegro, even the previous owners from Peter Mank and his partners, but also the ICD, the Sovereign Fund of Dubai, they were guests in Amman first. And they came to see the Amman and then they found the cuts of the beauty. Even QIA, when they had the Qatari investment authority, when they came here, they came first to Amman Svetom Stefanu, and they found and they wanted to make their own project. Lustica, everyone was here. I can tell you, the Safiris family was here with me in the beginning, all family, from the father and the sons. They loved the place. And I believe that we had a big contribution. And I wanted also to congratulate for your conferences because you attract important people, Mr. Sheibani, His Excellency, Mr. Alabar, which is people, I'm living in Dubai, that the respect that they have and the success story behind them, it's for me the biggest value that Montenegro can have at this time.
And finally, I can't escape opportunity to ask you about Namos Resort, the new luxury destination. The contract has signed last night. What will this project bring to Montenegro?
I mean, again, Namos is another, let's say, five-star lifestyle project. It's something which is unique. I can tell you that I became investor of Namos after Svetom Stefanu. And it was something that I did because of my family movement to Dubai. I wanted to do also some business there. And my first idea was to make an Amman hotel there. But it wasn't, let's say, this big difference in terms of this kind of quality. Dubai is something that fortunately doesn't have a history to create, you have to create something from scratch. And I found that F&B business was very successful. And I'm very happy because bringing Namos to Dubai, we had the best turnover in the world as a single restaurant, which is $70 million. Everybody was surprised, even our highnesses were surprised there. It created a big boom for the brand because it was very successful in Mykonos, but up to a level. And to take it in Abu Dhabi, we became a worldwide brand. We had a survey that was saying that Namos, after Metaxa, the drink, cognac, is the most acknowledged brand, Greek brand in the world, which is for me, it was, as a Greek and bringing all this, make me very proud. Immediately when things happen here for reopening, it's my nature to say I need to bring the Namos brand. We brought the Zuma brand, which is part of our business with Our Highness in Abu Dhabi. And I remember we had the first board with Azumi, the own company of Zuma. And I mentioned Montenegro. They were like, really? And I have to say that they are very happy. I'm happy to have them here. It's giving another add value, not only to location of Svetom Stefanu, but in Montenegro as a general. Zuma is going also in very iconic locations. And to have them here, it's a very big plus.
And Mr. Statis, after all, can we maybe expect new investments and new projects from you in Montenegro in the coming years?
There were some challenges, it's true. But again, I'm a businessman. Of course, having a big partnership now with Abu Dhabi leadership, we have so many brands. Everything that makes sense, everything that can be matching our projects and our growth plan, will be more than happy to bring it here. I really believe in the future of Montenegro. I really hope that all these plans, of course, starting with the privatization at the airports, we need to improve the connectivity here. I'm meeting some clients that they just arrived and they have some challenges to find the right flights and all this connectivity. There is things that if Montenegro, according to the plan that I heard, will do it, many more brands will come, and all the big names, trust me, they're on the line.
So, Mr. Statis, thank you very much for this honest interview. We hope that the announced projects will be completed in the best interest of tourism, local communities and Montenegro. Thank you,
and please continue what we are doing. Continue to bring to the Montenegrin public and the attention that of all these brands that are really with Mr. Alabar, with Mr. Sebani, with Mrs. Sawiris, with anyone who is coming in this country, is bringing add value. It's not just expensive brands that they're bringing working force here, they're bringing clients, they're bringing people that are buying local products, they are bringing, exactly. This is a community that we need. Look how Dubai started. They attract all these people and they became what they is. A part of my family, is my home the last 12 years. I never regret it.
Thank you again.